It was up. Oh yeah, I made it already. Oh, that's hi. Oh, no, I'm too close to. Anyways, welcome back to this video. So yeah, this is gonna be my first part of my OC tutorial series. And before I play, I'm gonna explain why I'm doing this series. Because, as you know, if you're in Time Vertices and Dream Best communities along with some others, then you should know that I have taken the title of the best streamer for FNAF Dupe Meta. That I didn't give myself that name. Other people did, okay? So don't question it, okay? But yes. So I have decided to make this series, which explains how I do some how I made some certain things. Right, I'm gonna pop a image on screen right now. Like, yeah, load that. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. This series is gonna have a lot of parts. I've mainly had an on mate, and it's gonna explain everything wherever, you know, everything that I can. There. I will be doing the basis, like this, like the title for this episode is how do you put clothes on your tattoos? Because not everyone knows that. Yeah, majority does, but you know, still not learn. But yeah, that is going to be the first part. So yeah, let's do that then. I'm going to be using a Barney for this, so yeah. Let's go shoot them enough. So here we have a regular Barney that I picked up from the local data. So yeah. So how you put clothes and energy on it is quite simple. All you need is the Easy Bone Merge tool, the Submaterial tool, and the Advanced Bone tool. And for the Submaterial tool, you need the FNAF OC material, so whatever material that you want, and the Invisible material. Anyways, now we have to have that out of the way. We tell me then. So, what you want to do is, I already have a path, but I'm gonna do everything just from right. So, what you want to do is, you can take just another one right here. There we go. Then, let's begin with some pants for this guy. What you want to do is, yeah, the advanced inflator, so is this. But it has to use normal inflator, whatever works really. Then yeah, you just remove all of this until you have this left. Obviously, we don't want two endoskeleton combined. This is where the submaterial tool comes into place, where we find the invisible material right here. Then we invisible the endoskeleton. There we are. There. Now, what we can do, we can do all this. Then I'm not gonna scroll down, but we can take the FNAF materials right here, and then whoop, there you go, some gray pants. Then we take the Easy Bone Merge tool. Then Bone Merge now doesn't show up, but that's because you need to remove these pieces right here. There you go. Now Barney has some pants on. Right, well now we can make a shirt. So what we do, we take another one, do the same process, except instead we just, you know, keep the torso and arms instead. If we can do that, we move the bow tie and the hands, and there we go. Then we can go back to right there. Then just type in right. Nope, that not there it is. Okay. Yes, then yeah, right shirt. Now the Advanced Bone tool is used for some special stuff that I will explain in my next point. But yes, let's bone merge this, and yeah, my Barney has some Charlotte clothes on. But yeah, the Advanced Bone tool is basically it just allows you to change all of this. Every time you put clothes is that we can make layered clothing, is what I call it, with like armbands and stuff like that. So what we can do is I'm gonna remove a shirt. There you go. And then we take this then you know we go back to fill out that, then we go to invisible material, boop boop, then you know do all the normal stuff. And there we go, yes, okay. So now we have all of this. And then what we can do, we can dupe it, or we'll duplicate it. Then we do this, right? Then we remove all of that. But now what do? We have these things, and obviously this is gonna mess up with this. Well, that where's the advanced bone tool comes in. We can decrease this, and then you need to increase these two. Then you have 53, then that light increase, boop, and that boop. Alright, now we can almost that, and there we go. Banny now has the t-shirt. Well, rolled up shirt, whatever you want to call it. I know. So yeah, and then you know you can mess around with textures. You can make everything having black bow tie, you know, just like the daughter of the president or whatever now. But yeah, that's basically how you apply clothes. There are some more advanced techniques. Because with a bone tool, you can do quite a lot of things. Like then also everything change this, then increase, and increase, and then what I recommend doing, me personally at least, I invisible that, and then just do something like this. Then I will merge it, and yeah, I might have made it a bit big, but you get the idea. But yeah, now we have a drippy bunny. We also made like stripes on the arms, so like more of these, but up there, along with the legs, the pelvis, and then thin little gloves are also possible, which is a bit more complicated. Well, I won't say complicated, but it's a different process. We can't just do everything of the same, but this time just have their hands. Then I'm going to just everything change it to these textures. There we go. Okay. Then what we want to do, we want to take the inflator tool and just click. There. Now we get the advanced bone tool. Then we go to 2 R's of 2L and 2 R's of all of this. And then we just get width of L of that. So yeah. Then boop, right. Now that he got this, what we do is we bone merge. Then bam! Finally now it has some tool camo gloves. So yeah. Here's the base also gonna do it, and also mess with the official tattoo. Maybe like do this if you want. There we go. Make them have a little tool. Design of a bow tie, then yeah. Make them make belts by just making this smaller, and then yeah, shoes too. And yeah, that's basically how you apply clothes. It's pretty simple process. So now go back to the data. But yeah, and that's part 1 of this series. Part 2 will be me explaining how advanced bone merge works, because that's still pretty new. It's only like a year old, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So yeah, next part will be advanced bone merge. Then after that, will be something else. I have these, and I still need to figure that out. But yes. Yeah. See you around then. I'm pretty sure this is the rate. My